boys are back. It's been a while since we've been on here. Bro, it's good to see your face, man. I am recharged and ready to rock headed into the New Year's. I don't know if y'all are expecting us to come on here or not. I've been telling the people, man, look, we need a break. It's been a long year. Me and Bro have been grinding, but we will have things ready to rock for y'all for these bowl games. Obviously, you know, we got to finish out what we started. We got through conference championships. We're almost done with bowl games. Now pretty much all we got left here, guys, is the college football playoff, and we're about to run through all those games, plus our favorite bowl games of the day here. First of all, Bro, how are we doing today, brother? It's good to see your face.
It's good to see your face. We're doing guess who's back again. We're back. It feels great. And yeah, honestly, like, just really needed some time. I don't know about you, but for me, like, the holidays are weird as it is. With, like, I got multiple sides of families and nobody, like, gets along at all. So it's very, it's something to celebrate, but also it's like, God, I cannot wait to get this over with. So sports was it was nice to just kind of get away, kind of just be in my own world. Would have loved to hit some more bets while I was in that own world, but you know, I got super good at Call of Duty, bro. So if anyone wants to run it up, I'm gonna freaking pop your dome. You guys are a bunch of noobs. No, but we're loving it, and we're loving to be back. How was your Christmas? How was your holiday?
Dude, it is great, honestly. You know, we've been on a little heater betting, so that's always fun. But to be honest with you, I just spent most of my time just slowly becoming part of my couch and just watching college football games on my couch. That's pretty much all I've done this entire holiday. Obviously, I did spend some time with the family, but dude, really just trying to relax, man, recharge the batteries. You know, like I said, man, we've been going live damn near. I mean, we and you used to go live on TikTok every single day. Then we got banned from going live on TikTok. So then, you know, we took a little, probably a couple week break. Then we started this shit. And I mean, we started out doing this stream when there was like 10 people watching. Now there's over 100 people sometimes when we go live. So, I mean, we've grinded our asses off this year. I was like, look, I'm just going to take my days here to cap games and go to the gym and relax. Like, I need to decompress here. So we're feeling great though, bro. I'm recharged. I'm ready to go, ready to have another winning year. So let's do this thing, bro.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's close out 2024 strong.
What are you doing for the New Year's tonight?
I'll be honest with you, man. I'm just gonna kick it. I'm gonna kick it at home. I'm gonna watch some games. My social meter has ran out for 2024.
Yeah.
If you'd like to come through and take some Shaq thumbs to the face, yes. Other than that, I don't want to fucking hear from you today. Like, for real. How about you? What are you doing?
I'm about to go to like this EDM type concert type shit. Not really one to go to stuff like that, but I mean it's gonna be pretty lit, so it should be fun. And then obviously I'm going to the game tomorrow. Not really much capping I have to do. I've already capped all the games for tomorrow, so we're ready to rock already. So I might as well have me a little fun and bring in the new year and then get back to business. I'm gonna go ahead and say this, guys. I would highly advise not betting on the NBA today and tomorrow. I've learned over the years, these motherfuckers are more concerned with bottle service right now than they are playing basketball games. And I would not be shocked if you see a lot of the better players sit out today and tomorrow, as we typically see. Teams are not taking these games too serious, so they really don't care that much. If anything, I would look to bet like overs or something like that, because I don't see these teams really playing much defense. It'll just be real up and down and stuff. So, you know, we're all people at the end of the day, and we forget that sometimes, think athletes are robots. But when you play 82 game season and you got New Year's Eve coming up, I can definitely understand why you might be looking past playing the game. So I'm going to stay off the NBA for today and for tomorrow, and then we'll be back to the regularly scheduled programming on the 2nd. So I do recommend that to everyone. But bro, we got to talk about something real quick before we get into this, bro. How about the run NFL favorites have had?
Listen, trying to be sharp has not worked. It has not worked. Just lay the chalk. I don't know what to say. It's perplexing to me, to say the least.
Hey, trying to be sharp did kind of save my ass, though, because I specifically said in my write-up when we took the Broncos team total over for the max play. So the Broncos are 150% the right play here. Sometimes, though, what I've learned over the years is you don't want to go against the GOAT QBs when it's a must-win, win or go home game. And it doesn't apply often, but I think Burrow, Josh Allen, and Mahomes are the only ones it applies to, and Lamar, I guess, in like a win or go home playoff type scenario. It's like, do you really want to go with the guy who beat a bunch of teams with losing records? Obviously, Burrow did too, or Joe Burrow. So Took the Broncos team total over instead. Safe to say we were dead in the water until the last place. It ended up working out. But yeah, dude, it is insane how much these favorites have been winning. Like yesterday, I kept telling everybody all day, I was like, don't overthink it. Everyone's like, oh, 99% of the public's on the Lions. I mean, it was insane, but we all cashed together. So Vegas is out to take everybody's money back today.
Yeah, I agree. The shift that I went through during the day was crazy. When I first looked at the game in the morning, I was like, Lions aren't going to play anybody. They don't need this game. It doesn't matter. This is a perfect spot for San Francisco. And then I saw on Twitter, Lions were not basically sitting anyone. And I'm like, all right, that doesn't necessarily mean anything. And then Campbell came out and was like, we're playing to win this game. I was like, whale. This guy shoots you straight. He's not going to BS you. If he's saying he's going to play his guys and they're going to play to win, I got to back this dude. And it paid off. I was a little worried, though. For a minute, I was like, we're fucked. I'm fucked.
Yeah, well, everyone was blowing me up. They were like, dude, you really actually think they're going to win here? Like, blah, blah, blah. Like, they don't have anything to play for. I was like, guys, it's Dan Campbell. Y'all think Dan Campbell's saying, yeah, guys, take it easy. We'll be back next week. I was like, brother, Dan Campbell doesn't play like that. And I wouldn't say that for many people, but for Dan Campbell, it definitely applies, and it applied.
Yeah, I totally agree with you, man. I think he's the best coach in football. And if he doesn't, like, I get the Kevin O'Connell argument. I get all, I think there's one other coach that's in the discussion. But, dude, I think it's got to be Dan Campbell. You just got to keep giving it to him. I don't care. If LeBron's the best player in the league, he gets the MVP over and over. Like, people get the MVP multiple years. He's the best coach.
He is. No, I'm 100% with you on that. He should win it. Well, anyway, guys, we got 43 people in here right now, so it's time to go ahead and talk about today's bowl games. First of all, guys, we do have plays. I have a play in every single game today over on SoBet. If you click the link in my profile and use promo code BROBRO, promo code TP3, you can join us over there on our mission to get all our plays and win. All my bowl plays, as always, are for everyone over on SoBet. If you paid for a month, you get the bowl package, so that's what you're getting is the football package today, and we're going to cash once again today. There's no max plays, but we got this for sure. Guys, let's go ahead, though, talk about these first games here. Bro, I'll let you lead us off here. I know you got to play today in Alabama and Michigan.
Yeah, I do. So I'll tell you what, I'm pissed off that I didn't send this out last night. I'm pissed off that I didn't just say, you know what, let's just launch right now. But I said I want to get some sleep. I want to have fresh eyes on this and make sure this is the play that I want to make. Last night, this was at 13.5 at minus 123. And then went to 14 and then dropped back down to 13.5. Through the night, this got steamed to 16.5. Usually when that happens, it means three things. One, Vegas mispriced something dramatically, and they had to do some crazy fucking backdoor bullshit in the late hours. Two, there is huge money coming in on Alabama. Or three, and probably the most likely, there's a lot of money plus a lot of volume coming in on Alabama, and they need to try to get this to 50-50. Because that's ultimately the goal, is to get it to as close to 50-50 as possible. And there's no money coming in on Michigan for a good reason. Michigan has played five top 50 defenses and hasn't scored more than 17 points in any of those games. They're out. Key contributors, their number one wide receiver, their number one tight end, both running backs, including Mr. Edwards, who's probably their best offensive weapon. Milrose in. Ryan Williams in, Jam Miller's in. Basically, Alabama is playing. Like, obviously, they have some key. They're missing some people in the secondary. Mackay or whatever his name is, he's out. But still, with the depth that Alabama has, the athleticism that they have, Michigan's just not going to be able to score. Ohio State versus Michigan was their Super Bowl. They blew their load in that game, and you can't. Like, I hope we don't get banned for this, but, like, guys, after you know what, you need a minute. Like, we're trying to go get some water. We're trying to go do some shit. Like, I want to play some games real quick, and then maybe let's get back into it, right? You're not going to be able to bounce back right quick, get up again, and play a huge game, especially not against Alabama. We love Alabama, but I took minus 13.5, and I'm giving you a whale. It's 3-unit play. It's minus 150, so 3 units will only win you 2 units back. But that's the play.
I sent him at 14 to VIP last night. Don't be scared to lay it up to 17, in my opinion. All the things Bro said, plus think about this. Kalen DeBoer, disappointing season in his first year as Alabama head coach. He wants to leave. He wants to inspire like faith in winning into this fan base. Also, too, Alabama lost to Michigan in the Final Four last year. It's revenge. Kalen DeBoer lost the national championship to Michigan. It's revenge. Michigan's missing 2 top 5 picks on defense. They can't throw the football, so they can't even take advantage of the secondary. Alabama boat racism. Don't overthink this one. Guys, my favorite bowl play of the day that's not a college football playoff game. We're going to break down all the college football playoff games. We're just giving our favorite play in the other games. I'm going to go to Baylor and LSU. Now, you might say, why is LSU an underdog? It's because they're not going to take this game seriously. Give me Baylor minus 3.5. First of all, we talked about it on multiple streams. I said, watch out for Baylor. Baylor was disappointing at the beginning of the season. They were saying Dave Aranda was going to get fired. Baylor was top 5 in YPP the last 5 games of the season. And actually, honestly, if they didn't lose on that Hail Mary to Colorado, they might be in the college football playoff. They could have beaten Arizona State potentially in that game. And Kansas was the hottest team in college football down the stretch, and they wore them out. They ran them off the field. This Baylor team's actually good. Only real opt-out here for them is their starting safety. Other than that, everyone's going. LSU's transfer portal, their starting wide receiver, C.J. Daniels, going to Miami. Sage Ryan, their safety, is going to Ole Miss. And they're missing a bunch of other just like smaller name players. Then they don't have their left tackle, right tackle, tight end, wide receiver Kylan Lacey, and safety Major Burns. So both starting safeties are out, multiple offensive linemen. Their 2 best wide receivers all in the portal. I mean, there's a reason why Baylor's minus 3.5 in this game, guys. Baylor in my, like, going into the bowl season, Baylor is one team I had checked off. Like, we're 100% betting them. Whoever they're playing, we're betting on them. What do you know? It's perfect. The team who doesn't give a fuck about this game versus the team who wants to win this game. Also, Dave Aranda was the defensive coordinator at LSU before becoming the head coach here. Dave Aranda is going to want to beat his old squad. Give me Baylor. We'll take a minus 3.5.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Just a couple of points to add. Baylor, their offense started out slow. 5 of the last 6 weeks, they've scored more than 30 points.
Yep.
So, guys, I got to play over on SoBet really quickly. It's Baylor money line, team total over 29.5. Parlay it.
I like that. No, I really like that, honestly. Like I said, LSU's missing the 2 guys in the secondary. Their 2 safeties. Also, Harold Perkins out for the season. Like, LSU guys does not care about this game at all.
Yeah, and like I caution people that want to take the over in this game because I almost did it, and it still may be the play. But like Nussmeier doesn't have anybody. He's the only one that's going to be out there. I like the team total better because I think we're going to see Nussmeier make mistakes and turnovers, and Baylor's going to have short fields. I just don't know if I trust LSU with no weapons to do their half. Like, this might be kind of like an ugly blowout.
I'm with you on that one, man. I think this one could get ugly real fast. And also, too, I mean, LSU barely beat Wisconsin with like their backup team in their last year. So all the more reason here to back the Baylor Bears. Guys, we do have what were you say?
Well, yeah, I was just going to say, I know you got a play in the Washington game. Do you want to just highlight it really quick?
Nah, we're keeping that one on SoBet.
Okay.
I'm keeping my play in the South Carolina game on SoBet as well. But we're about to give you all free plays in all the college football playoff games. So that's why I'm keeping those over there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Same. I do have plays in the Washington game over on SoBet. I don't have a play in the South Carolina game. I like South Carolina as a dog, as a favorite. I'm just a little bit sketched out.
I'm a little worried about Illinois being able to do anything against that defensive line. They might get absolutely ravaged. So that's
why you got to go TP3 over there on SoBet, baby. Sign up. Code is TP3, baby.
Yeah, I think that one's going to be ugly. But anyway, let's get to the first game here, guys. We got to kick it off tonight. Definitely going to watch this before I step out tonight. We got the Penn State Nittany Lions laying 11. The total currently sits at 54.5, so it's getting steamed up right now versus number 9 Boise State. Bro, I'll let you do the – actually, wait, you want me – let me do the honors. I'll start us off with this game. Look, I absolutely love Penn State minus 11 in this game. I thought about this game a lot, did a lot of looking into things. I don't know, man. I'm pretty worried about Boise State here. Boise State struggled with UNLV. We saw how bad UNLV looked in that bowl game against Cal. I mean, we know what they want to do here. They want to run the football, and I like Penn State's corners on islands against these Boise State receivers. Madsen did make some big-time throws in some games, but I don't think he's going to be able to do it here against this Penn State defense. Also, here's the angle I love. We saw what Penn State's offense looked like on a fast track in an indoor stadium versus Oregon, and they looked the best they've looked all season long. They looked damn near unstoppable. I think they can do all the same things here to Boise State, and they will be able to move the ball up and down the field here. The thing about Boise State playing Oregon is Oregon had a big game on deck and was kind of looking past that game with Boise State. And I don't think they're going to do – and this time it's not like they're like the underdog nobody's ready for. Everyone's ready for GT. Everyone's ready for Boise State here. Boise State is the target on their back in this game. And don't get me wrong, they've had a great season. They're a good team and all, but they're not on the same level here as Penn State. I think James Franklin gets his offense humming. Katron Allen will run all over them in this game. While Boise State does have good defensive numbers, let's not forget who they were actually playing against. They played such a weak schedule this season. I think Penn State boat races them here. 11 is not enough. I think Penn State should be like a 2-touchdown favorite here. I would take Penn State all the way up to 14. I think the final score of this game will be something like 38 to like 20. I think Boise will get a garbage time touchdown, and they might score early in the game on scripted drive, and that's about it.
Yeah. That's pretty spot on right there. I couldn't agree more. Guys, like, I think there is going to be an upset in this round of the playoffs, but this game is not it. There's a reason this game is tonight when everybody's going to be out, everyone's going to be partying, everybody's going to be doing everything but basically watching this fucking game. It's probably not going to be a good game. I like Penn State as well. An interesting thing, and depending on how the day goes, I might even ladder this and try to dip into some plus money. I like Boise State team total under 21.5. But I also think it's worth sprinkling at like 17.5 and 14.5. I don't think, like, here's the deal. You just said that Boise State's quarterback made some really nice throws and has made some nice plays. I was watching just like clips and highlights earlier this morning. All of his good throws are from a pure, clean pocket. He is not going to get that against the front five of Penn State or the front four of Penn State. I believe their run defense is very good. They actually did pretty well against Ohio State against the run. They just couldn't contain them in the pass. I think it's going to be a blowout. I don't think Boise State's going to be able to score. And like you said, Penn State has the secondary to be able to put them on islands, maybe have one safety cover one high, and just stack the box. And it's going to be 8 or 9 against 1. Genty against the Penn State defense, and it's just not going to happen.
Yeah, when Genty, this will be the first time Genty steps on the field and he's not the best player on the field. Abdul Carter will be the best player on the field when Genty's on the field. And look, you can debate it with me if you want. I thought Genty got robbed of winning the Heisman Trophy, and I'll stand on that till time ends. But I don't think he's the best player on the field in this game, and I think Abdul Carter is going to flex his muscle here. Like, the other thing you said about everything you said about Madsen was correct. And I think another thing, too, is, like, he's throwing in single coverage against Mountain West corners. Like, these are Mountain West corners put on an island because they have to stack the box, and they still can't stop Genty. This is Penn State, brother. It's a completely different team. I think Boise State's outclassed here, so we'll gladly lay him here with Penn State. Next game up here on the slate, we'll go to tomorrow. I will be in attendance to cash my ticket in this game. We have Texas laying 12.5 points versus Arizona State. The total's down to 51.5 here. What do you think, bro?
Right now I like Texas, but I am worried. Ewers has not looked good. The only thing that makes me worried is this Scatabo kid is legit. But Texas run defense is legit. I haven't seen Scatabo against a truly legit run defense, and I'm wondering if Texas can make them one-dimensional, stack the box, if it's maybe too much. I lean Texas. I have no official play in this game. What about you? Do you have a play already? Oh, holy fucking smokes. He's got his money up.
Baby, forks up. Give me the Sun Devils in this game. First of all, Arizona State's better than Clemson, and they're laying basically the exact same number here. Like, I don't get it, to be honest with you. I think Arizona State's being completely disrespected here. I get it, Texas in the SEC, but, dude, I'm completely unimpressed with Texas. Like, what win has you feeling good about Texas? They couldn't even beat Georgia's backup quarterback who got thrown into the fire. Like, dude, I don't think Texas is really that good. I think they're the most overrated team in the entire nation. I have Arizona State ranked a top 10 team based off my power rankings, and I have Clemson about 24th. So that alone at the same number calls for a play here on Arizona State. And I mean, dude, Texas has struggled against running quarterbacks. Like, they struggled against Stockton. They struggled against Pavia. Who was the other one they struggled against? They struggled against Taylor Green with Arkansas. And there's another one they struggled against too. I can't think of who it is right now off the top of my head, but there was another running quarterback specifically that they struggled with. And dude, it feels like we've waited all season long for Texas to open the offense up, and they've never been able to. Arizona State is ball hawks in the secondary. Quinn Ewers will put the ball in harm's way here. And the one run concept Texas actually struggles with is outside zone. And I think Scatabo is going to be able to get to the edge. I mean, he should be fully rested here with having the bye week, basically. And he's going to run all over them. He's going to carry the ball. He's going to carry the load here and pound the rock on them. I think Arizona State can win this game outright. I personally think Texas will find a way. They have more talent. But I think this is going to be a tight-ass game. And Sark doesn't exactly have the best record in big games. That was really his first win in a big game outside of winning the conference championship. He's come up short every single time he's come on the biggest stages. And I think Levitt's really underrated too. Like, I think his legs present a huge problem. Cade Klubnik's the other one who ran all over Texas. Cade Klubnik had a ton of success on the ground. I think Levitt can do the exact same things, and I think he's underrated as a passer. Like, Arizona State's offense looked great indoor. Like, they looked a lot faster playing on that fast track indoors, and it's going to be the same thing for them in Mercedes-Benz. It's an indoor stadium. I think that Arizona State is live in this game. I think the over is a decent look too. I think Texas is going to have to open it up and match them here, but Arizona State's not going to be scared. I think they can. I really think they can win this game, so I'll gladly take the points.
That's an extremely compelling argument. Extremely compelling argument. I don't necessarily know if I could go against it. I don't think I could go against it.
I got to see Texas prove it, man, and they're yet to prove it. So let's see Texas. I mean, shoot, if Texas proves it and takes my money here, so be it. But until they do it, I'll gladly go against them in this game. I mean, if this spread was like 8.5, I would probably be on Texas. But over 10 points, I have to play Arizona State.
Yeah, because I mean, we're talking potentially 3 possessions. You know, if we're talking touchdowns, field goals, at least 2 possessions. Yeah. So yeah, that's.
I mean, dude, Texas drives stall out all the time in the red zone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah,
I'm not that impressed with them.
That's fair. I like it. So, T, the next game on the slate is a rematch. This is probably the game that obviously I'm most excited for.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know if you have a lean, if you have a play, what you think about this Buckeyes Oregon Ducks game.
What do I think about this game? First of all, guys, we have 121 people in here right now. Put in the comments who y'all think is going to win this game. Hit the like button if you haven't already yet, and hit the follow button. But look, I thought about this game a lot. I've thought about like the Oregon disrespected card here as an underdog, Dan Lanning, extended rest, all that stuff. If I'm being honest with you, bro, I'm really not that impressed with Oregon and what all they've done. If you think about it, they really kind of played a joke schedule. Ohio State and Penn State are by far the 2 best teams in Boise State they played, and all those teams scored 30-plus points on them, and all those teams marched up and down the field on them the entire game. I think the fact this game's played on grass could play a little bit to a disadvantage of them. And I mean, let's think back to the beginning of the season. Everyone was saying Ohio State is the most stacked college football team of all time. They add Caleb Downs and they add Judkins in the portal here. Will Howard, as long as he doesn't throw a bunch of pick sixes like he did against Michigan, I mean, he should be able to keep him in here. Jeremiah Smith's going to be the best receiver on the field, even though Evan Stewart's a dog. I just think that the Ohio State is too much talent. And I think the Michigan loss was the best thing that could have happened in this team. Like, that was a straight up wake-up call. And I think Ryan Day and this team's out for blood. I think Ohio State's the best team in college football. I think they're going to win the national championship. And I'll back them here. There's a reason why the number 1 team in the nation is favored. There's an underdog. I mean, it's not because it's a trick. It's because they're an underdog here for a reason. Oregon played a joke schedule, and they're going to get exposed here.
Oh, man. I love to hear that. I totally agree, too. I totally agree. And I was listening to 92.3 The Fan. They were talking about Ryan Day and kind of his situation. Locally, especially, people were not happy with him at all after the Michigan game. Not only just the play calling, how he handled the whole skirmish. Like, it was basically like, fuck this guy. We want him out. He's not coming back. And I think there's almost a piece. There's almost... Like, I'll just a quick example. I'll go back to, I had 2 people at Verizon quit on me in the same week, and I had to run a store by myself. That week was our best fucking week. I was like, fuck it. I'm here. I'm basically locked in this bitch. Let's just make some fucking money and slang shit out. And it's like the same thing. He's like, fuck it. I got nothing to lose. I have to be aggressive. I'm fighting it. Desperate people do desperate things. And last game, you saw Ohio State open it up like you haven't all year. And I'm wondering if almost they came out against Michigan with either a vanilla game plan or just like a conservative, scared game plan. Ohio State should have beat Oregon. If Will Howard slides down 2 seconds earlier, we're talking about a game-winning field goal, and we're talking a completely different story here. So I love Ohio State. Yes, it's biased because I'm an alumni, but I'm throwing a lot on Ohio State. This might be my first 5-unit play, 5-unit play in a long time.
Yeah, I'm sticking with 1 unit on all these plays, but I definitely think you have everything right there. So I'm just gonna stick with 1 unit. I don't know why, but I just feel like I haven't had as great of a handle on college football this year as I have in the past year. So I'm just gonna stick with 1 unit here, but I'm 100% with you on this one, bro. I think this thing's gonna cash. Next game up here on the slate in the last game, we got Georgia taking on Notre Dame, which is kind of weird to me. This game's not here in Atlanta, but anyway, you look at this matchup between Georgia and Notre Dame, and the spread right now currently sits at Georgia -1 or -1.5. The total's at 45.5. By the way, those -1.5s on Georgia are plus money. They're like plus 100. Anyway, though, let's break this game down here, bro. What do you think's gonna happen?
I don't know. What the fuck is this shit? I don't even know where Clemson is. What state is that in? North Carolina? South Carolina?
South Carolina. It's on the border.
I've never been. Thanks, though.
I'm taking Ohio State money line. It's -130. You might as well.
Yeah, money line. But T, I got a question.
What's up?
Who's that coming down the track?
It's a mean machine in red and black.
Let's go, baby!
You finally remembered.
Yeah. I love the dogs. Give me Georgia. I don't give a fuck if they have a backup quarterback. Listen, this might be an improvement. Carson Beck is garbage. The smartest thing he could have done is go to the NFL. Get the fucking money you can get. Let some dumbass team draft you in the 3rd round or some shit because he's fucking cooked. I think this is the best thing that could have happened. This is the best thing that could have happened. Georgia's going to run the ball all day, all night. Their defense is just – listen, Notre Dame lost to Northern Illinois at home. I understand it's just one game. I understand they looked good last week. That's like the worst thing that could have happened for Notre Dame. Everyone's going to be all over Notre Dame here because of the no quarterback. Listen, you see that. Let's just look at it like an example. Washington versus Louisville. If Louisville's quarterback's playing in this game, Louisville's favored by 7.5. Okay? Georgia's quarterback is not playing, and this is fucking pick'em. What is that telling you, guys? What is that telling you? Georgia is just the elite team. Elite talent. Georgia.
I'm with you on this one, man. Georgia's struggled against running quarterbacks this year, but I think that it actually prepares them better for this spot because Riley Leonard's not really a good passer. So I think they're going to learn from their mistakes here and pack the box here, and they're really going to shut down this Notre Dame run game. Also, too, Georgia has all the advantages. You don't really know what their offense is going to look like, and they can really open their run game up, especially with Trevor Etienne back. I'm pretty sure they were rolling with a 3rd-string running back in the SEC championship game. So they actually have a healthy run game, a healthy offense, time to prepare here. Kirby Smart's a better coach. He wins these big games for a reason. Kirby Smart's going to come in here prepared, have the game plan ready to rock. I'm with you, bro. I don't see how we can take Notre Dame here. I think this will be an ugly, grinded-out game, like a 17-13 type game. But the mean machine in red and black are coming down the track, baby, and they're going to get it done.
We love it. I couldn't agree more. What is the total set in that game? Isn't it like
45.5?
Fuck. All right.
Yeah, when it was at 42.5, I was going to take the over, but it got steamed back up to 45.5. So it's back in just like no man's land. I don't know. I'm not going to take it though. I could really see like somebody having like a drive where they drive down the field like 8 minutes and then getting stuffed on 4th down and not scoring. Like that's what this game feels like, the SEC championship game all over again, where it's just going to be a gross, grinded out in the trenches type game.
Yeah, I agree. Because that's the only way. That's the only chance Notre Dame has to win this game. They don't have the athletes. Like if this turns into a stable race, they don't have the horses.
Well, also their best defensive players out for the season.
Yeah,
and they don't have anybody like close to him on their rosters. That's another huge thing too. I mean, I hate to be like, oh, best players out type shit, but I guess we're kind of doing it with Georgia, so we might as well do it here with Notre Dame too. Like, I think Notre Dame has a solid roster. They're a good team, but I think they're simply going up against someone that's a lot better than them. Like, honestly, if they were playing Texas, I'd probably take them to try to win the game, but I just think Georgia's a different animal.
I agree.
So I think whoever wins this game and whoever wins the Ohio State-Oregon game will meet in the national championship. I don't see Penn State and I don't see Arizona State or Texas getting there. So Nah, that's what I'm thinking here. So I mean, if y'all want to go ahead and throw in a future, I already have Georgia plus 250 to win the national championship. I don't hate taking like Ohio State or Notre Dame or Oregon either. I mean, I don't know what the odds are. I haven't looked, but I think Ohio State was plus 350. I assume Notre Dame's probably like plus 450 or 400 or so. I don't hate sprinkling on any of those if you want to try to get a national championship future right now.
Yeah, I was thinking about sprinkling in Ohio State. I think
it's not a bad call. I thought about doing my second unit on that, but I don't know. I'm just going to keep riding this Georgia ticket, hopefully, and then I'll try to hedge it later.
That's that hometown dog in you. Is there a way that Ohio State can play Georgia? How does it work?
Yeah, in the Natty they can.
That is, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That might be, that could be the epitome of weekly win streak material right there.
Hey, well, it's not Florida State, though.
No, it's not Florida State, but it wasn't going to be Florida State.
But no, we would be going head to head. It's all right. We already got robbed of our national championship last year, so it is what it is.
Yeah, that was fucked.
Yeah, the NCAA broke our program, but you know we're not going to cry about Florida State's irrelevant ass on here. We'll cry about that next year when we win the national championship. But anyway, bro, you got any parting words for the people, man?
No, this comment though is funny as fuck. Listen, bro, I'm not getting cooked like losing bets. I'm just bad beat to death. Bad beat to death. Every single close game went against me. Every single one. And it just felt like the world was ending. I was getting blown up. So many people were messaging me. And like I said, man, it was the holidays. I don't like the holidays to begin with. I was just on one, bro. I was not feeling it. I was like, fuck, this is terrible. This is the worst thing that's ever happened to me. I had to step back and just be like, what are we talking about here? We're just losing bets. Life is fine.
Hey, well, didn't you unload like 5 units on South Florida team total over and it went to triple overtime or 5 overtimes and hit for you?
Yeah, but it hit before the team total hit before it went to overtime.
Oh, really? Okay. See, I thought it didn't hit till overtime.
No, it hit the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I was on South Florida as well. That game was fucking ridiculous. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, no, trust me, bro. I've dealt with plenty of bad beats. Between Thursday and Friday, I went like 0-6 in bad beat mode. And then on what was it? On Saturday, I had Saturday, I got my revenge with that Broncos team total over max play hitting on the Hail Mary. And then on Sunday, I got bad beat again. I had the Packers plus 1.5, and they lost by 2. And then I had the what was the other one? Oh, the fucking Falcons, man. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I was broken yesterday until Missouri covered. Like, I just had no motivation to do anything. I didn't even cap NBA till like 5 p.m. I just had zero motivation to do anything the entire day. I woke up and didn't even want to gamble, but you know, it's what we got to do, man. It's just depressing. So I know our season's cooked. Brian, we said we're taking Penn State. Penn State's going to blow Boise State out of the water. They don't belong on the same field as them. But yeah, that's all we got for today, guys. We're not getting bad beat today. Fuck the bad beats. We're leaving them in last year. New year, new us. Time to keep up our winning ways. Any parting words, bro?
No, guys. 2024 was great. Think about this. We started 25 people on a stream. We have 100 plus on almost every stream now, guys. The growth you guys have provided us, the engagement you guys give us, the love you give us, we love it. We need it. And this is just the beginning. I think this is just the beginning for Weekly Win Streak. This is just beginning for TP3 and I on SoBet. And guys, message us on social media. There's a free pick Discord. We can get you the link. You're only going to get the free plays, but you get free plays from myself, TP3, and Hobby Capper, who's another guy on SoBet. Two of the best handicappers and a social media guy that sometimes has some good picks, all in one place for free. And it's a great community. So make sure you're getting in there. Let us know if you want the link. Other than that, guys, we love you. Have a safe night, please. If you're drinking, don't be driving. Don't be driving. Coming for somebody who's got in trouble, you don't want to do that. So be safe.
Hey, be safe. We appreciate y'all, and we'll talk to y'all soon.